Hello and welcome to the World Climate Change News. I am Priyanka and today we will speak about the following. Climate change affects India's dragonflies, survey claims. Following conservation initiatives, wildlife in Europe is making a comeback. Pipeline plans fail, climate change goals. Australia fails to safeguard natives from climate change. Researchers invent underwater camera powered by sound. New hope for endangered carp. EasyJet Airline announces net zero path that doesn't include carbon offset. Climate change affects India's dragonflies, survey claims. According to a new research survey of Odonata species, a dragonfly's lifespan is only 1 week. Dragonflies often lay their eggs before the arrival of winters. India experienced less rainfall last year, resulting in a reduction in water near several perennial seasonal wetlands. These adverse circumstances have lowered the success rate of reproduction. Because of the irregular rainfall, they misread the weather and alter their life cycle. As water temperature rises, larvae grow more quickly. This leads in shorter wings in comparison to the body size, and the burden on the wing increases, which make it harder to flee predatory pests. The higher mortality rate could be a serious impact of climate change. Following conservation initiatives, wildlife in Europe is making a comeback. According to the findings of a team of experts who examined at least 50 distinct species, both the geographical dispersion and population size of animals are increasing. Previously on the fall, the population of these wild creatures is now on the rise. This achievement is due to effective intervention, which included legal protection, habitat restoration, and the return of a number of species that were driving the area's recovery. Pipeline plans fail, climate change goals. China, India, Russia, and the United States all support new oil pipeline projects. According to estimates, these pipes would emit at least 5 tons of CO2 each year, which is equivalent to the emissions of the United States. The climatic effect of these pipelines contradicts the goal of keeping global warming to 1.5 or 2 degrees Celsius. The pipelines total more than 24,000 kilometers, which is nearly twice the diameter of the Earth. 60% of these projects are in the planning stages, with 40% already under development. Australia fails to safeguard natives from climate change. The United Nations Human Rights Committee ruled that Australia failed to safeguard its indigenous people, the Torres Strait Islanders. The ruling was made in response to a complaint filed by indigenous residents of the Torres Strait Islands. The government failed to implement climate change mitigation measures and safeguard its indigenous people from the detrimental effects of climate change. Climate change, according to the committee, might violate Torres Strait Islanders' right to life under the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights if the government does nothing. Researchers invent underwater camera powered by sound. MIT scientists have developed a new high-tech underwater camera for climate monitoring powered exclusively by sound waves. Undersea exploration is a difficult challenge for climate researchers, and conventional underwater cameras have a number of limitations. The new camera converts mechanical energy from sound waves, a passing ship, or marine life into electrical energy. It can run for days and is much more sustainable. It wirelessly transmits data which is then reconstructed by a receiver. The breakthrough invention will monitor the levels of ocean pollution and help build accurate climate models. New hope for endangered carp. An extremely rare species of giant carp thought to have gone extinct has been unexpectedly noticed in a market in Cambodia. The carp is found only in the Mekong River. It is declared critically endangered and has not been seen for almost 20 years. This fish can weigh dozens of pounds like many other species of the Mekong River. Local communities have a vested interest in safeguarding the endangered species and promoting sustainable fishing. The discovery is a great sign which can even lead to new conservation programs and initiatives. EasyJet Airline announces net zero path that doesn't include carbon offsets. Airline EasyJet announced the end of its offsetting programs for flights and outlined its roadmap to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050, which doesn't include carbon offsetting. EasyJet was the first to state its operation entirely net zero flights by offsetting all of its emissions and planned to move further. It wanted transition to technologies that reduce carbon intensity from direct operation and wanted its net zero plan signed off on by the Science Based Targets Initiative. EasyJet is focusing on zero emission technology to decarbonize the industry and acknowledged it needs government support to achieve some of its goals.